good freshman, right? As the team captain, led them to the state finals, losing in a heartbreaking 3 overtime, right? 207 Tampa Prep Student Athlete of the Year, bachelor's degree in St. Leo, played for professional ball, played in the college ball, then played for professional Canada, and here's the ABA Tampa Bay Rays, then earned his NBA at St. Leo's, and 9 years coaching the DC Brandon Bulls basketball team, basketball trainer for the Coach Up, head basketball coach of Brandon Academy, assistant general manager for Pickup USA, founder of the For the Love of the Game, and today, one of our BCS heroes. Give a big hand to our hero here, Mr. Walter Perkins. All right.
Great warm-up music. I know. I'm like really amped up now. All right, good afternoon, you guys.
Good afternoon.
I am honored to be able to be here, to be able to, share a little bit of my testimony, my story of just being, becoming a college athlete, going on and playing college ball, going on and becoming a coach at a high school level, becoming a trainer. I'm actually a full-blown entrepreneur now, which takes a lot of faith and being able to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, setting goals. So I thought it was perfect that we were just talking about SMART goals, but that's what I'm going to talk about, vision. How do you obtain your vision? We've all met people who say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I have this dream, I have that dream. I deal with it all the time as a coach. Coach, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I always say 2 things. Specifically, what are your goals and what is your plan? If you don't have clear-cut goals and where you're shooting for, and you don't have a plan to get there, then you're just dreaming. So this is having the real talk with people about attaining goals and attaining your vision. Okay? So the first step, you can write these things down. I have 4 steps to obtaining your vision. The first thing is identifying a leader, a coach, a mentor. Doesn't matter. It could be, I'm going to use my father in this example. It could be an uncle, it could be a teacher, it could be whoever you want to be. So first, identify who that leader is going to be. Who's the person who you respect in your life that you believe in what they're talking about, you're trusting their vision because they've been somewhere where you want to go. So that's what we just talked about. Typically someone that's a little bit older than you that's been there, done that. Okay? So picking out who your mentor is going to be. All right. So I'm going to go back to going into my senior year of high school at Tampa Prep. Now, I had a pretty good high school career. I started 4 years as a freshman. I played, all the AAU. I played AAU National my 15 under year in Tennessee, where I played against Derrick Rose. I played against Mike Beasley, who played in the league for a little bit. So I've seen all the players, but I was kind of a tweener. I grew to be about 6'6", 6'7", but I played more the forward position. So at the next level now these days, when you see people my height, I'm like a point guard, shooting guard, but I was playing down low a lot. So I would get offers and interest, but I never got scholarship guarantees. I was considered a tweener. So tweeners when I was too short for, I was playing down low. But at bigger colleges, I would have to play a different position. So I could play a little bit outside, play a little inside, but they didn't. They were talking about a clear-cut position. So I was a 6'6", 6'7" forward. And I never forget my dad, well, I'm using that in my example, always talk to me like, Walter, what are your goals? I'm like, well, I want to go play college basketball. Dad, you know this. But what are your actual goals? Like, what are you doing to obtain your goals? I don't know, Dad, just going to get buckets. I don't know. My team's going to win, means I'm going to get buckets. That's all you got to get more clear than that, son. And the best piece of advice he gave me that I still carry with me to this day is writing down your goals and hanging them up. So what he made me do going into my senior year, like I just said, I had successful seasons throughout my sophomore, junior year, but before my senior year, I actually typed up all my goals. I put them up, I printed them up, and I put them on my bathroom. So every day I was brushing my teeth, I was looking at my goals. All right, and I use this to this day in everything I do. So as of right now, on my watch, that's off my bed. written down. I write down my goals and I screenshotted it. So I look at it every day. Goals.
Oh, nice.
So I literally, what I do is I type up all my goals. Because what you have to do, guys, when you're going after something in life, you have to see it every day. Okay?
That's what Ed Milet does.
Yeah. You can't just talk about it. You got to see it. You got to visualize it.
So did you complete my goals?
Yes. Oh, I'm still in the process of completing my goals. So this is my goals for 2020. So this is where writing down the plan, how I equate what my dad told me my senior year of high school to everything I'm doing now in life. So when some of my goals my senior year was, like I said, I was getting some looks, smaller D1, D2, D3s, but no scholarship offered. Because one of my looks is I wanted to be first team all Hillsborough County. I wanted to be first team all state. I wanted to score over 1,000 career points, which I ended up doing. And then obviously I wanted to lead my team to states. I regret not saying winning states. I should have said winning states, because I did accomplish getting 2 states, but we ended up losing in the states. So I should have been a little bit more clear cut on that. But one of the things that he told me when I played basketball games, he said, son, well, what is your plan while you're playing? And once again, I just answered, I'm like, well, I just want my team to win. I just want to go get buckets. I want to win. Like, have you ever thought about trying to break things down into quarters? It's like you have a first quarter, a second quarter, a third quarter, a fourth quarter. And I was like, what do you want to average per game? I was like, oh, I want to average like 18, 20 points a game. I want to average this number, I want to average a double-double. He's like, well, break it down to quarters, what you want to do. And I broke it down, I was like, oh, so you're telling me all I got to do is 4 points a quarter, at least, and 3 rebounds? Well, that's what that average. That's like, what, 16 and 12. Now, obviously, I want 18 to 20, but obviously, you're not going to stop at 4. And so you're going to try to do as much as you can, but I started going into the games with a different mentality. And that's what really set me up my senior year to have my best year of my high school career, is that I actually had a plan for the first time in my athletic career for what I was actually doing. I wasn't just playing just to play. I wasn't just trying to win a game. I had clear-cut goals and vision for where I was trying to go. So make sure you have a plan. Make sure you write down your goals, you put together a clear-cut plan, and then the fourth and most important thing is actually taking action. If you're not taking action, so once you get the mentor, once you have the clear-cut goals, once you have the plan, take action on it. But that fourth step, if you only do the fourth step, those first 3 steps are a waste of time. You're just wasting everybody's time. Huh?
What's number 2?
Number 2 is goals, clear-cut goals. So first step, finding a mentor, leader, someone you trust.
Yep.
Second, clear-cut goals. Third, creating a plan. Fourth, action.
Beautiful.
That's my four steps. And so the way I try to equate it now with what I do on my watch, so like I said, now I do training. I work over at Brand Academy, but I'm also on the side. I got my real estate license a year or 2 ago. Yes, thank you. So in my continued step of, trying to be the ultimate, entrepreneur I could be, create those steps. So the way I try to break it down now to life, even though the map isn't completely perfect, but how many months are in a year?
12.
Divide that by 4. 3. So start putting goals in your life every 3 months.
That's great.
90-day blitz. 90-day blitz. That's what I like to call it, 90-day blitz. So when you put something out there that you want to do, obviously, like I said, obtain that leader that you want, but also write down clear-cut goals for every 90 days as you're going for it. And then take like a day or 2 after those 90 days and kind of pat yourself on the back, see what you accomplished, see what you learned from, see what you grow from, and just, once again, write down another 90 days of goals and stuff like that. Because vision is great when you be talking about it, dreaming about it, maybe putting it on your social media, talking to your friends about it, but having a mentor or someone who's been there, done that. And my dad didn't even play basketball. He's someone who I was blessed, I admired. He was an entrepreneur, so he just gave me his wisdom on what he did to do in his business. And it is applied to athletics as well too. So having a mentor, goals, plan, execute. That's all I got to say.
Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you. And again, we appreciate you all to come back up here.
Oh,
You are our hero
Graduating?
for the day at GPS.
oh, nice. Literally, figuratively.
I look up to you, right?
Thank you.
All right, so let's now pull this all together about how important the vision is. So remember Jeremiah 29:11, right? It says, well, my clicker going, my battery may be going out. Let's see here. This distance might be a little hard on it. How about that? Can you push that receiver and just make sure it's in all the way? See, on the side of it, push that little black, yeah, push it in. Okay, all right, just hit the down page at the top, hit page down for me, advance it. There we go, okay. So it says, for I know the plans I have for who? You. All right? Declares the Lord. Plans to prosper who? You. And not to harm who? You. Plans to give who? You hope in a future. How many yous are in that passage? 4. You know why? Because God is for you. That's the way you can remember 29:11, right? Because God is for you. And that's what's so unique about our faith, right? There are many gods, you know, and many religions and so on, but this faith that we have is the only faith where God is here with us. Jesus came and walked like you and I, right? He understands your pain, your frustrations, being human, and He's for you. He's on your side every day, right? This is a great opportunity to realize that you aren't alone. And He made you priceless, so now you got to do something with it, right? So now, let's take this, go forward. And I don't know why it is not advancing. Can you just hit the space key for me there?
Space key?
Yeah, just the space is fine. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have you look at how you're spending time in your daily life. So we're going to have all the guys write down